Welcome back to the CNN Newsroom. We're following breaking news out of Buffalo, New York. Authorities say an 18-year-old man opened fire in a supermarket, killing 10 people before he was taken into custody. New York Governor Kathy Hochul is expected to give a live update on the shooting any moment now. We're going to, of course, bring that to you live as soon as it happens. In the meantime, investigators are looking into an online manifesto that could provide insight into the shooter's state of mind. CNN's Athena Jones joins me now. So what is the latest on this, Athena?
Hi, Pamela. Well, we're still waiting to learn more about that manifesto, but we do know that law enforcement has already determined what they believe the motive is to this shooting. This was an 18-year-old white male suspect who came from out of the city of Buffalo and ended up shooting 10 people in a supermarket in a majority black neighborhood. Listen to how the mayor, Byron Brown, spoke about this incident.
The shooter was not from this community. In fact, the shooter traveled hours from outside this community to perpetrate this crime on the people of Buffalo. A day when people were enjoying the sunshine, enjoying family, enjoying friends, all manner of happy activities. People in a supermarket shopping and bullets raining down on them. People's lives being snuffed out in an instant for no reason.
And so there you hear the mayor of Buffalo describing a horrific scene, and it really is chilling when you think about, almost everyone has been to a grocery store or may go to grocery stores normally on the weekends, and you go and you end up in this terrible scenario. We also heard from the Erie County Sheriff, John Garcia, who said he called this pure evil. He said this was pure evil. It was straight up racially motivated hate crime. And so it is being investigated as a hate crime and an incident of racially motivated violent extremism. We know the FBI is part of this investigation, along with all of the local and state officials. And this shooter, we know, not only drove from hours away, we're waiting to find out exactly where he drove into Buffalo from. He was heavily armed. He had tactical gear. He had a tactical helmet. He had a camera. He live streamed this shooting over the streaming platform Twitch as it was happening. We know that at one point he engaged with a security officer on the scene. That security officer was a retired Buffalo police officer. Unfortunately, that security officer tried to shoot the suspect, but because he was so heavily armed and heavily protected, that bullet didn't pierce that armor. Instead, the suspect ended up shooting and killing the security guard. This suspect arriving on the scene and really starting to shoot almost immediately, shooting 4 people there right in the parking lot before entering the grocery store. Now, according to some witnesses, we understand that the suspect went to the grocery store, began shooting people, went to the back, eventually came back to the front. Police arrived within about 2 minutes. At that point, the suspect put the gun to his neck. Law enforcement was able to talk him down from that, talk him into putting the gun down, and took him into custody. But it is very interesting to know, or to see and to hear, that they already feel that they have a good sense of this suspect's motivation, and that is because of the evidence they've seen, whether it's this manifesto or other evidence that may be coming out and be reportable in the coming hours and days. But just very, very concerning here. Of course, the focus will shift to things like gun control and concerns about racially motivated violence, which we know is a top concern of federal law enforcement officials. And as you know, Pamela, this is not the first time, period. It's not the first time just in the last few years. In 2019, a gunman traveled hundreds of miles from the Dallas area to El Paso, Texas, to target Mexicans in an El Paso Walmart. And then before that, I believe it was 2015, you had that incident with Dylan Roof in Charleston, South Carolina, where he shot and killed 9 people at the Mother Emanuel AME Church. So this is not a new problem, but certainly a concerning one.